All right, good morning. It is Mental Toughness Monday, and we are excited to have you here this morning. And Linda, we can't hear you. You'll need to unmute. Can you hear me? Oh, we still can't hear you. So even though you're unmuted and it looks like you're saying you can't hear us either. So I don't know what's going on with your audio today. Uh, maybe hop off and try again, which you can't hear me say. So that's not very helpful. See. Okay. All right. So the book that we are using, I went and saw Wicked over the weekend. So if you haven't seen it yet, then you'll not know what that means, but toss. All right. Camille's here. All right. Okay, today, Mental Toughness Monday, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class is the book that we use. Steve Siebold is the author. The one that we're using is probably close to what, 15, 20 years old, something like that. So there's some um, great things there for you, for all of us. And that's why we are using this one. And so let's start. Well, actually, I was thinking about, yeah, I have had a lot on my mind this morning, even though I was supposed to be being quiet during my meditation time. But I want to start with an oil of any oil that you have, but I want to read about, um, oh shoot, my book's not right here. Okay, I'm going to read it on my phone. This is from the Essential Emotions app. And um I just want to start at the very beginning with this because I really um want to have more oil knowledge going with us. And so we're going to start with the oils directly in. We're just going to go alphabetical. So this is the Essential Emotions app, or if you have the book, I believe they're in the same order. So Abode is the first one, and Abode is one of my favorite oils because it's a cleaning oil and it smells really good, but it's amazing if you want to like clean your oven or clean your bathroom or clean anything. It's like so fantastic. We also have Abode available in laundry pods, and there's like a whole beautiful glass line that goes up um, on your counter that has the sprayer, and then it has there's the
Dish
foaming
soap.
hand wash, which is the citrus bloom one, and then it has the
Dish soap.
dish soap. Yep, and the
And then lotion.
lotion. Yes, and then it also has dishwasher pods too available. So it's very clean line of cleaning. So I love that. Abode is a powerhouse cleansing blend, and it's also called the oil of accountability. It works emotionally and environmentally. So think of this, you can get some emotional support while you're cleaning. When it's time to make some serious changes and create movement in stagnant situations, this blend throws open the doors, clears the way, and calls individuals into self examination and energetic accountability. It asks them to take an unflinching look at the areas of their life where they have stopped progressing and determine why. This blend will help inspire them with positive solutions and support them as they realign their course. A Bode blend is adept at cutting through the distraction and distortion. It helps individuals see where they've engaged in parasitic relationships, codependent behaviors, or succumbed to lower energetic vibrations. It assists them in recognizing how they have contributed to unhealthy dynamics by remaining a victim or by overcompensating with manipulation or control. This blend encourages them to release the accumulated toxicity and energetic debris that is thwarting their goals. It expands their vision, it bolsters their resolve so they can recognize and reach for a more empowered way of living. Abode encourages individuals to take back the helm of their life, reject the path of least resistance, and reclaim their free will. Okay, so you can use it aromatically. You can also use it environmentally. So it's not designed for putting on your body, but you can rub it in your hands and inhale it that way. So it's not going to hurt you if you get it on your body, but it's not recommended that way that they use it. They recommend instead to use it aromatically or environmentally by adding to a spray bottle and misting it around the home. So get it in your diffuser or rub it in your hands or spray it.
How about wash your clothes?
Yes, wash your clothes with it.
Add it,
Clean your
add the,
dish,
you can add the oil.
clean your dish disposal with it, right? There's lots of things that are awesome that you can do with it. So fantastic oil. And we've just read the energetic things and mentioned a few things that you can do with it physically. But does anybody have any comments or want to talk about Abode a little bit before we jump into mental toughness secrets?
I didn't
Anything
know that about a boat. I'm excited to try it.
makes you want to clean your house, doesn't it?
I have
Like
been
you want to clean my
distracted, stagnant, codependent, victim. I've been all of those.
house.
I
I
didn't
love
really
it.
like the smell, but maybe that's because I need it.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know, right? It does smell very clean, I think. And if you clean your bathroom or you clean your kitchen, it is a little bit strong. It's got some thyme in there, which thyme is the oil of releasing and forgiving.
Mm,
And
mhm.
I think that's another reason that it's so powerful in this blend.
Yeah.
Um, but it's not the only thing in there. There's some good sweetness stuff too. So the
And
oil
it
of
moves on me
accountability.
sometimes. There's just often times I'm like, oh, not, yeah. So
This is
I'm
not
sure
it.
it's an
Yeah.
emotional thing though.
Well, good to notice, right?
Right?
And tap in and be like,
Good.
hey, I hear you. Let's do some accountability.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. Okay, let's see. Last week we talked about evolving from fear to love-based motivation, right? Are we on number 52? I know Chris told us. Chris, I love that you send the reminder and tell us where we are. It's like the most amazing thing.
52.
Okay, perfect. Um, anybody want to talk at all about moving from fear, evolving from fear to love-based motivation? Any experiences you had this last week? That you want to talk about? This last week we had Thanksgiving. We had, plenty of opportunity to deal with our family, and sometimes that involves fear and love. All right. Um, Everyone has two choices. We're either full of love or full of fear. So I hope that you had a good weekend full of love. But if you had some fear involved in there too, it's not a problem. The oil of accountability can be supportive to you, and you can kind of take a look at things and notice what might need to change in your thoughts or in your actions, and allow yourself to change your mind about things, right? Just to start to do things a little bit differently and add that to yourself. Okay, let's talk about money. Number 52, champions understand the limits of money. In pursuit of happiness, amateurs tend to seek riches while pros seek fulfillment. The irony is that champions create so much value in their quest for fulfillment that they often develop substantial riches. Amateurs are usually looking for the quick buck. They believe being rich will fill the hole they feel inside, although few of them can say how much money it would require to do that. In truth, no amount is sufficient because the hole can only be filled by feelings of fulfillment. The great ones find fulfillment in their everyday work and activities. They never really chase fulfillment, yet they experience it simply by doing their work. Amateurs believe money and the things money will buy are the keys to peace and fulfillment. Professional performers gravitate toward things that create a sense of satisfaction in and of themselves. Fulfillment is a mental state that champions experience as a result of their elevated awareness. In essence, champions invest the necessary time and resources to discover what they love to do, and then they focus on doing it to the best of their ability. Their fulfillment doesn't come from the results of their actions, but from the actions themselves. The great ones are focused on the cause rather than the effect. As a result, the effects or the results take care of themselves. On the other end of the spectrum, the masses are focused on the effects and they often ignore the causes. Even if they succeed in acquiring money and possessions, fulfillment continues to elude them until they finally throw up their arms and say, "Is this all there is?" The answer is yes, because money and material possessions are effects, and effects don't create causes. Causes create effects. This is why the pros seek fulfillment first through loving what they're doing for a living. This is a can't miss strategy. Their work creates tremendous sense of fulfillment, even if the effects aren't reached. Champions don't play for the money. They play because they love the game itself. The money, the effect, is just icing on the cake. Okay, this is big, don't you think? Like, we have this idea, right, that we have to like do certain things in order to be happy. We have to hit a certain goal or a certain rank or a certain weight or a certain look or a certain age or whatever in order for us to be fulfilled. And none of that is true. What we do, what causes fulfillment is the things that we love to do and the value that we're creating by doing the things that we love to do. I think this is just super, super powerful. What are your thoughts?
I love how it says that money is our fulfillment is a mental state, because that is so true. Like,
Right.
what, how do we feel about what we already have? Or are we resenting and pushing away from um, things that we don't have that we want? Because that doesn't bring it closer to us either.
No, give me an example of that,
So,
Mary.
oh, so like maybe we want um, a new car and we see someone else driving that car that we really want, and the feelings that we have toward it are more of, oh, I can't believe they get that and I don't get that, and that's not
Mm,
fair, and oh, I'm so jealous, and just stuck in that is not an abundant mindset. And so our mind, our body even will repel that, because that's not good. Those aren't
yeah.
happy, um, welcoming things, because then our
Right.
brain's like, oh, that's a bad thing. So I'm going to do everything I can to help you push that away and not let that come to you.
Right. And
So,
our bodies are so fascinating because they are the vibrational tool that will bring it to us, whatever experiences we are wishing to experience. And
yep.
interestingly enough, the emotions that we emote, the things that we feel, the things that we choose to focus on and think about is the message. That's how our body gets the message of the things that we want more of. And so we send out that vibrational signal and continue to attract more into our lives. So, one exercise that one of my mentors had me do many years ago is she said, "I want you to spend some time writing and writing what the payoff is for you continuing to be like stuck in this emotional place that you're stuck in." And it was really interesting because if you get very honest about the emotional payoff that you're experiencing by having situations, whether it's technology problems or family problems or money problems or whatever those are, there is a payoff. If you're experiencing something over and over and over again, you are getting a payoff of some sort. And remember, I've told you before about the man who told me, you are living the exact life that you want to be living, when I was in a really, really terrible marriage and no money at all. I was we were trying to grow a business, but it was, barely enough for us to survive on. And it wasn't really enough to survive on because we were still on welfare. And I was working to help with the business, but I had my hours were like 3 to 5 a.m. because that's when it was quiet enough for me to do it. And this is the life that I want, right? And then I'm taking care of kids all day. I had 4 babies in 5 years, and like this is the life that I want. But this man told me that, and I was so offended. Like, how could he think that I would create this life, this situation, or whatever on my own? But as I started to read more and stopped fighting against this, because it's a very shameful thing. Like when you start thinking about like the life that you're experiencing is the life that you've chosen, you might feel really ashamed that this is the life that you have created. And don't let yourself get stuck there. Grab an essential oil, look into your emotions book, find out what is driving those feelings of shame, or whatever feelings that you're having about it, and start cleaning out. I didn't have oils at the time, so I just started reading. I read As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And this is a biblical book. It's very short. You can read the whole thing in one sitting in the bathroom. You put it on the back of your toilet. It's very, very short. But I started reading that multiple times, and I would sit and think about it, because I was like, what am I thinking that is creating this? What am I thinking that's creating that? And it's habits. We have these habits in our mind that we are continuing to create over and over, the situations and the experiences that we are having in our life. So if you're seeing a pattern of stuff that you don't want to see, it's because you're continually putting out an invitation for that experience to come into your life again. So start to think about it. Don't get mad that you're doing it, because that's just going to create more of it. That I remember that feeling too, of just being like terrified of everything I thought, because I'm like, wow, I'm ruining everything. Here I go again, ruining everything. But just know that those thoughts are going to be kind of normal to your experience, but start thinking differently. Start seeing those different things, possibilities. Get curious about it, because your life will start to change when your thoughts begin to change. Your whole life starts to change when your thoughts begin to change. And it is really, really fantastic. So this is really beautiful because, understanding the limits of money, money is just money. That's all it is. It can only do and have the power that we assign and give to it. And the way that you choose to view money or see money or feel about money, all of that. If you have ugliness in your heart about money, then money can't serve you and you're serving it somehow. What is the payoff of continuing to live in that cycle, that hand to mouth cycle? Sit down and go in your journal and look at it and just be like, what is the payoff here? Because it's not, it really is like, when you get that straightened out, money will start to flow in a really, really beautiful way. All right. Any other thoughts that you want to add? Camille, we got your video. You must be all ready. Look at you, gorgeous. You got some sparklies. Are you sharing?
It's after it's December and it's
Yay,
Linnea's birthday, my
we
first
can
grandbaby.
Christmas.
So we
We
have to
can
wear
Christmas. Happy birthday,
Christmas theme.
Linnea.
Yeah. So I love this thought, I guess, that we're focusing on today, and I love that you are bringing in the essential oils and stuff. And I wasn't gonna cry, but wow, apparently I'm emotional about this morning. I just want to say that I think that it's important, especially when things are not going really well in your life. And it doesn't mean that it's like, oh, this is all your fault. Like, I know it's like you said, it's easy to go there, but it's also really critical, I feel like, to use that time to grab your oils. And I have been so thankful for, we went to that training in October. Is that right? And so it's only been a few weeks, and it's been such a gift and such a blessing to me to be able to take that and add that to my stillness time and my meditation time, and to just help me to focus on, what do I really want? And it's amazing how these oils and these short readings can really, really bless us. So I just want to say, if you're not doing that regularly, if you're not doing it every day, I have been telling everyone to take their vitamins and clean their minds with these emotion apps and books. And it's been really a huge blessing to my family. So
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that, because it is just so true. Take your vitamins, clean your mind, because your chemistry, this is the other piece. It's not only your thoughts, but your chemistry is driving your thinking, right? So there's a lot of stuff that's happening in your body. And if those hormones and all the little cascades of things that have to happen from your brain to your body, if the communication is out of alignment, or you're missing important elements or things like that, you're going to have a different experience when you start to make sure that you are properly nourished, and that you are then also using those oils to help create the connections and the healing that you need there. Mary, I love your comment. Money is just money, and money reflects how we feel about our most important masculine relationships. Yeah, so this comes back into the emotions, because money is an energy, it's an emotion, right? All of this like plays into this same thing. And especially since money was taken off the gold standard, it really is unlimited, which is a little bit terrifying in some ways. But terrifying is a feeling, right? So let's look at these things more deeply, and just allow ourselves to work with the oils on that. Kathy, did you have something you wanted to share?
Well, I'm just thinking that we learn these things, but if we don't do them, we don't get the benefit.
Yes. Yeah. And the doing is in our practice, it's in our habits. That's how we make it a part of our lives. And this is why our Sassy Habits program is so powerful, because when you put those habits into place, remember, you're being nourished all day long. You're being active at a certain time. You're being rested through the night, right? You're being still at a certain time. You're being snars pupaja, right? What's pupaja? Remind me. Present. You're being present all the time. You're in the moment with yourself. That's the present. You're being prepared. You're doing things that make you prepared at a certain time. You're putting those habits into your routine, and you're joyful. Joyful is your life, and it's because you're allowing yourself to put these habits into place where you're getting your mind cleaned, you're getting yourself nourished, you're putting your physical material of your body into alignment with the good things that you want, by making sure that it's nourished and active and rested and still. All of these things have to do with your body, but they have to do with your mind as well. And it's just so powerful. So I love that. Mary, I would like to look more into our emotions around money tomorrow at Break the Chains call. Ooh, great idea. Jump on if you need assistance with that. So that will be 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and there will be a link. I would like to also invite all of you to come into our Facebook group and start using that area for announcements and communication. We're going to phase out the WhatsApp group because we have new people that are coming in, and we want them to be able to participate in everything.
Would you rename the Facebook group?
I
mean, what is the name of it?
The Sassy Habits membership.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And tonight is the empowered leadership training.
Yes. So if you are building a business with us with doTERRA, you'll want to hop on to the empowered leadership training. I think it's at 6 o'clock tonight, and you can find that through the doTERRA website, but we'll post a link for that as well, so you can get registered. Hey, if you are not in the Facebook group, text me and I'll help you get in. And if you are listening to the recording of this and you're not in any of our things, then make a comment on the YouTube video and we will get you connected. Love you all. Thanks for being here. Have a great day.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wait, I think I forgot the action step. How funny. Do a cause and effect analysis. Ask this critical thinking question. Am I focused on the cause of my fulfillment or the effect of my fulfillment? For example, do you exercise for the health benefits you gain or because you love the sport or exercise activity? I love that so much. Like, right? That's what we said. We want to be active in ways that are fun. It's the same thing. Do it for the joy of it. And then you get the benefits. All right. Have a great week.